Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to Social Science online teaching classes from Vishwamanava Residential High School. I am Mahabubi, your social science teacher. My dear students, today we are going to discuss geography part of the 10th lesson, that is Indian Industries. Indian Industries, in this lesson we are going to discuss: one is meaning and importance of industry, second one is localization of industry, third one is major industrial regions in India, fourth one is major industries of India. One is iron and steel industry, second one is aluminium industry, third one is cotton textile industry, fourth one is sugar industry, fifth one is paper industries, and the last sixth one is knowledge based in the industries. These points we are going to discuss in this lesson. My dear students, today we learn about meaning and importance of industry, localization of industry, major industrial regions in India, and major industries of India. One is iron and steel industry, second one is aluminium industry. These points we learn in this class. My dear students, okay, let's start. Meaning of industry. My dear students, the meaning of industry: many natural resources and raw materials cannot be utilized directly. Many natural resources and raw materials cannot be utilized directly, so they had to be produced, refined, is called as industries. Many natural resources and raw materials cannot be utilized directly. For example, conservation of sugar cane into sugar. All of you know that sugar cane into sugar, iron ore into steel, cotton into cloth, wood pulp into paper. These are the very good examples of industries, isn't it? Now, next, what is manufacturing industries? My dear students, manufacturing industries means the conversion of raw materials into usable products is known as manufacturing industries. The conversion of raw materials into usable products is called as manufacturing industry. Then, what are the importance of industry? Very important. The importance of industries, my dear students. First one is industries plays a very important role in the economy. Industries plays a very important role for the economy. Then the development of industries reduce the reliance on primary products and it is used for imported goods, isn't it? Then it is very helps to increase the national and per capita income of the country. Then it helps to earn foreign exchange and it is also created job opportunities for everyone. Then it has raised gross domestic product GDP and the living standard of the people. It raised GDP and standard of living of the people, and then it is very help to produce on pressure on agriculture. It is help to reduce on the pressure on agriculture. These are the importance of industries. Understand? Then localization of industries. What are the main important factors of industries? Localization means factors. The localization and growth of industries are influenced by many factors. The most important factors affecting the localization of industries. One is, it is supply of raw materials. The supply of raw materials used in manufacturing goods. Then supply of power, transport and communication facilities, market facilities, capital, laborers, water supply, ideal climate, and government policies. These are the very important localization of industries. Understand? Now, let's move to very important major industrial regions. My dear students, what is mean by industrial region? Industrial region means to any region with the concentration of one or more varieties of industries is called as industrial region. The concentration of one or more varieties of industries is called as industrial regions, and it is also dominated by industries and natural activities. It is very usually we can see in urbanized. Understand? My dear students, the industrial regions in India, there are 8 major industrial regions in India. There are 8 major industrial regions. One is the Delhi Meerut region. Second one is the Ahmedabad Vadodara region. Third one is the Mumbai Pune region. Fourth one is the Madurai Coimbatore region. Fifth one is the Kollam Tiruvananthapuram region. Then sixth one is Chota Nagpur Plateau region. Seventh one is the Hooghly Kolkata region, and the eighth one is Vishakhapatnam Guntur region. These are the very important major industrial regions of India. Now, let's move on very important concept in this lesson, that is major industries of India. The major industries of India plays a very important role in the field of economy. My dear students, the major industries of India, we can see iron and steel industry, aluminium industry, cotton textile industry, sugar industry, paper industry, and knowledge based industry. There are 7 major industries of India. My dear students, let us discuss one by one. The first one is iron and steel industry. Iron and steel industry is the basic industry. It is used as raw material in many industries, isn't it? It is the basis of all other industries like engineering, locomotives, machine tools, automobiles, agricultural equipments, etc. Depend on iron and steel industries. These are the basis of all other industries: engineering, automobiles, machine tool, agricultural equipments, etc. Isn't it? Then, what are the progress of iron and steel industry in India? My dear students, the iron and steel industry first established in 1874 at Kulti in West Bengal. In India, modern iron and steel industry established in 1874 at Kulti in West Bengal. But the credit for modern and steel industry goes to J.N. Tata. The credit has fully goes to J.N. Tata. It is the most important metal based industry in India. Ancient India now, the art of smelting iron ore. The best example for this, the iron pillar in Delhi, Mehlori. My dear students, the iron and steel industry first established in 1874 at Kulti in West Bengal. The iron and steel industry credit goes to J.N. Tata. J.N. Tata, it is the most important metal based industry in India. The iron and steel industry, it is the most important metal based industry in India. The best example of the iron and steel industry, that is iron pillar in Delhi, and it is also called as Mehlori. Understand? Now, the Tata industry, the Tata started Tata Iron and Steel Industry Company in 1907 at Shakti in Jamshedpur. J.N. Tata started the first Tata Iron and Steel Company in the year 1907 at Jamshedpur. This industry made great progress after the independence. After independence, the Tata Iron and Steel industry plays a very important progress in the economy. What are the main important factors of localization of iron and steel industry? What are the main important factors of location iron and steel industry? The first one is its supply of basic raw materials of iron ore. Then cooking coal as the main important source of power. Then ideal power, railway transport and port facilities, plenty of water supply, cheap labor, capital and local market. These are the very important factors of location of iron and steel industry. Then, my dear students, producing centers. Producing center of iron and steel industry. Very important. My dear students, there are 14 integrated iron and steel plants in India. 4 are private sector and 10 are public sector. Producing sectors has broadly classified into two types. One is private sector and public sector. In private sector we can see 4 producing center and the public sector we can see 10 producing center. In the public sector, the Tata Iron and Steel, Jamshedpur in Jharkhand, Dubari Steel Plant at Gopalpur in Odisha, Isatpat Iron and Steel Limited at Ratnagiri district in Maharashtra. Then fourth one is Jindal Vijayanagara Steel Limited, Ballari district in Karnataka. These are the private sector. Then public sector. There are 10 major public sector of iron and steel industry. One is Indian Iron and Steel Limited, West Bengal. Vishveshwaraya Iron and Steel Limited, Bhadravati in Karnataka. Hindustan Steel Limited in Chhattisgarh. Hindustan Steel Limited, Odisha. Hindustan Steel Limited in West Bengal. Bakora Steel Plant at Bakora in Jharkhand. The Salim Steel Plant at Salim in Tamil Nadu. The Vishakhapatnam Steel Plant at Vishakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh. Daitari Steel Plant at Daitari near Paradip in Odisha. And Tata Steel Plant in Odisha. These are the major public sectors of iron and steel industry. Then, my dear students, very important, that is aluminium industry. Aluminium industry. Aluminium industry, it is the most important non-ferrous metal. It is very important non-ferrous metal. What are the uses of aluminium industry? The first uses of aluminium industry, it is manufacturing of aeroplanes. All of you know that aluminium, it is useful for manufacturing of aeroplanes. And it is also useful of automobiles, railways, ships, plant industry, household appliances, different industries, ethical cables, and good substitute for, it is good substitute for steel and copper. These are the uses of aluminium industry. Then location of aluminium industry. What are the location or what are the main important factors of aluminium industry? There are 4 important factors of aluminium industry. The first one is the availability of bauxite. It is very main important raw material. The availability of bauxite. The second one is it is supply of hydroelectric power. Then it is the supply of capital and wide market. These are the factors of aluminium industries. Understand? Then distributions of industry. The distribution of aluminium industry. The aluminium industry is the second important metal based industry in India. Very important. The aluminium industry, it is the second important metal based industry in India. It was established in the year 1942 at Jayakhnagar in West Bengal. India has the 11th place in the world for the production of aluminium products. My dear students, aluminium industry, it is the second most important metal based industry in India. It was established in the year 1942 at Jayakhnagar in West Bengal. India has received 11th place in the world for the production of aluminium products. Then there are 9 major aluminium plants in India. My dear students, there are 9 major aluminium plants in India. One is Jayakhnagar in West Bengal, then Alumpuram in Kerala, Mittur in Tamil Nadu, Belagavi in Karnataka, Hirakud in Odisha, Damanjodi in Odisha, Renukut in Uttar Pradesh, Kuruba in Chhattisgarh and Ratnagiri in Maharashtra. These are the 9 major aluminium plants in India. Understand? Students, in the major industries of India, we can see first one is iron and steel industry and the second one is aluminium industry. Understand? My dear students, in the lesson iron and steel industry, we have learned meaning and importance of industry, localization of industry, major industrial regions in India, major industries like iron and steel industry and aluminium industries. These points we have learned in this class. The next class we discussed cotton textile industry, sugar industry, paper industry and knowledge based industry. These points we are going to discuss next class. Okay, my dear students, thank you.